Welcome back to PSL Living. I'm Sarah Prohaska, Public Information Officer for the City of Port St. Lucie. June is Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month, and businesses and associations across the nation will be lighting up purple for Alzheimer's awareness this month. And I have three very special guests here today to talk about this really important topic. I want to welcome Donna True from the local Alzheimer's Association. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
And if the rest of you could introduce yourselves.
My name is Diane McDonough. I'm the Community Relations Director for Watercrest of St. Lucie West.
Great.
My name's Christy Skinner. I'm the Director of Operations for Watercrest Senior Living.
All right. So let's start with Donna. June is a very important month. Can you tell us some of the things that your association works on this month?
Yes. Well, like you said, across the entire nation, we are working very hard to increase awareness, let people know that there's help, there's hope, there's research going on around the entire world looking for a cause. And just a comment that we're not only about Alzheimer's disease, we're about memory changes, memory disorders, other related dementias. And one of the things that we often talk about is the 10 signs. I have a little bookmark that says know the 10 signs. And anybody can get this. All they have to do is call our toll-free 24-hour helpline.
Yep.
But one of the main symptoms is short-term memory loss that affects daily living. It's your long-term memory can be intact, but when your short-term memory is affected, you're missing doctor's appointments, so you're not doing your work projects or things like that if you're still working, things like that. I have a whole list of 10 things.
Let's go through a few of them while we've got it. And these are things to look out for yourself also, but also for if your parents or grandparents, family members. Just if you notice these things and happening to them, it's probably good to go get it checked out, right?
And Sarah, it's not just a one-time thing like losing your phone or losing your sunglasses and not remembering where you put them. That's if it's a pattern of different things, then the pieces just aren't starting to fit correctly. Challenges in planning or solving problems. One of the examples I use is hurricane season is here now as of June 1. And we all know to go out and buy water, make sure we have batteries and things like that. And a person with an Alzheimer's type of dementia may hear about that on the news and they get the cautions, but they don't do anything about it. They don't follow up. They don't have the follow through to go through with that. Withdrawal from work or social activities. You have somebody who always used to be involved, always used to go to bingo on Friday nights.
Very social.
Yes, and now they're starting to stay away from those things.
But why? Because they don't want others to notice as well, right?
That's a good,
There's on some level some insight. On the other hand, we have some who don't have any insight whatsoever. And when they're told, hey, you're forgetting things, they're like, I'm fine, you got the problem. You never told me. Things like that. So we have to take all that into account. And again, remembering that there's so many different causes that we never ever assume that, it's Alzheimer's, especially age, because at age 85, it's almost 1 in 2 who have Alzheimer's disease.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, the numbers are very high. Age is the biggest risk factor.
Oh my goodness. I didn't realize it. I knew it was high, but I didn't realize it was 1 in 2 at 85.
Yes, just about 1 in 2.
So these are really important. If you start noticing the signs early, like in a loved one, is it important to get help as soon as possible?
Say get a good evaluation done by either a neurologist or one of the memory disorder centers, which the closest ones to Port St. Lucie would be in Melbourne or West Palm Beach. But you can get a good evaluation done. You can get a free screening done to determine if that's normal for your age. Because it could be normal aging. Or to determine if maybe there's something going on and you want to determine what. So you have blood tests done, you have, and maybe an MRI, rule out other causes of things. And the last symptom is changes in mood and personality, which with all of these, the one that's constant is the short-term memory loss. But the other ones, everybody's different. But if you see a change in mood and personality, you might see somebody who used to always be really so sweet. Now they're a little snappy and bite your head off if you just say hello. But it could go the other way, too. You could have somebody who used to always be
And it's all of a sudden nice and
assertive,
sweet.
and now they're
Okay.
nice and sweet, and
Okay.
like they have a new mom all of a sudden. It's like, oh my
whole
God,
new
my mom
person.
is so sweet now.
Yeah, what happened?
She was never like this.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a warning sign.
It can
perhaps.
be, yes.
Okay.
So when you look at the whole big picture, the patterns, it's not just a one isolated incident.
Okay.
And we can help. They can call us too 24/7. We
Okay,
can go
great.
over these. We can send this literature out. We
That
have
is
so
perfect.
much information.
And I'm sure you have a website too. I know
yes.
where people can get all of this very easily, and your
Yes.
contact phone and everything.
Yes.
Those are really excellent things to keep in mind, especially if you have an aging parent or a grandparent or
Yes.
it's
Because safety is a big factor at that
exactly.
point.
All right, Donna. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so Diane, we've got some things happening this month just to help raise awareness to these important issues and to these important warning signs. So I know we have a walk run?
Yes, we do have a
Okay.
walk coming up. But first of all, I want to say that Donna True is a social clinical worker.
Okay.
And she has really helped us in the field.
Okay.
And we really appreciate everything you've done. And she really takes care of the caretaker as well, which we didn't mention too much here, which is probably a really big factor. So we look forward to working with anyone who wants to move forward and learn more about it. But the vision for the Alzheimer's Association is a world without Alzheimer's.
Okay.
So in order to do that, we try to do fundraising to bring awareness, education, and research. So this coming year, we have on October 14th at the Indian River Side Park in Jensen Beach. Our walk starts at 7 a.m. We're so excited. You can join us as well.
Okay.
All you have to do is go on the website, the Alzheimer's Association, and you can register your team, or you can call me at 877-2596 at Watercrest.
Okay.
It'd be my pleasure to sign you up, or you can join our team.
Okay.
And we would love to have anybody. If there's one person out there that needs a team, just give us a call.
Okay, perfect.
You can start a team up of 2 people.
Okay, that's all it needs is 2.
And our goal is that each person try to raise $100 to get this beautiful purple T-shirt.
Yeah.
So they can enjoy during the walk. But sponsorship is also important.
Okay.
Our goal is $144,000.
Wow.
Right now we're at $28,000.
Okay.
So sponsorship can start off at $1,000. It can go up higher.
Okay.
There's different levels. And again, you can always call me. It'd be my pleasure to go over that with you.
Okay, great.
But for businesses, it's a great time to showcase your business through 1,000 walkers and supporters of the Alzheimer's Association. So we're excited.
That's perfect. And is there a deadline to sign up? We have it's October, so there is some time, right?
Yes.
So
you have some time.
Okay.
And again, if I can support you in any way, just give me a call. I'd love to help you either sign up for a team or help with sponsorship.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you, Sarah.
That is great. All right, so we have a new facility that's being built in Port St. Lucie right now. Can you tell us a little bit about Watercrest and how you will be helping with this?
So we're so excited. Watercrest Senior Living is building a community currently in St. Lucie West called Watercrest of St. Lucie West.
Okay.
And it is going to be assisted living and memory care. And the memory care is what we'll highlight today for you.
Exactly.
A memory care community offers a great benefit for individuals who are suffering with dementia. It is a secured environment that is able to provide 24-hour care to individuals that have a memory care diagnosis of dementia or Alzheimer's related diseases. What it allows someone who is handling and providing care for an individual with dementia is it allows us to take over the care aspect and give them the ability to enjoy their loved one again. We're going to take over providing the care, providing the bathing, the dressing, the grooming, preparing the meals for them, giving them the programming. At our community, we provide over 20 different activity programming for them a day.
Oh, great.
From individual programming to group programming. We take the time when we bring a resident into our community to find out what did they do professionally? What did they do in their hobbies? What were their interests? Were they a homemaker? Did they have a career? And we customize our programming for them when they come into the community. Also, a unique thing about a memory care for our memory care specifically is every single person from the people who do the dishes in the back of the kitchen, to the housekeepers, to the care staff, are certified dementia practitioners. That's the highest level of dementia training that an individual can have.
Oh, wow.
We pride ourselves in that because we believe that everybody needs to have a very good understanding of the disease and what comes with it, because every part of dementia is unique. There are so many different kinds and forms of dementia. You have to have an understanding of how to interact with each one of those disease processes on the highest of level.
Wow.
Our community also has 24-hour nursing, so that's important because you have to be able to have that component as well to be able to take care of the residents properly.
Exactly.
So by doing all of those things in a memory care community, we're allowing the loved one, the caregiver that's been doing that for so many years, to just sit and enjoy and socialize and love their loved one again, and take all of those other things away from them.
That burden off of them.
It does.
And I guess that makes their time together quality time instead of stressful.
And really what we found in research and why memory care is so beneficial in a community like ours is because the caregiver really does decline so quickly when they're caring for a loved one with dementia. So many times the caregiver will pass away before the loved one that's diagnosed with dementia, because they are running themselves into the ground. So by relieving that burden, by relieving that care component from them, it frees them up to really take care of themselves again. And gives a whole new light to being able to have balance in their lives and enjoy their loved one the way that they used to be able to. So we're excited to be able to offer that. Watercrest of St. Lucie West is excited to be able to open its doors. We're projected to open in November of this year.
Wow, I know.
So
you're building away over there.
We are. We're located on California Boulevard, so we're excited to be able to partner in the community. One of the things that we believe in strongly is common unity, which is supporting foundations and associations like the Alzheimer's Association and other non-for-profit community partners, because we want to be a community partner in Port St. Lucie and St. Lucie West. So we're just so excited to be able to find places like the Alzheimer's Association that gives such great value and purpose to the community. And we're just thankful for the opportunity to do this and support the walk. And we hope that others in the St. Lucie West and Port St. Lucie area do the same.
That's great. And it's a great service. I would just have a quick question. Sure. If a husband-wife wanted to move in, would the wife be able to live with a husband still in the memory care? In the memory care area?
In our community, the nice thing about our community is to be able to have the assisted living and have the memory care. So the memory care community specifically would be for the loved one with dementia diagnosis. The reason being is, number one, the environment has the programming and has the entire structure tailored for the loved one with dementia. So everything from the care components to the programming would be geared for the loved one with dementia. But the assisted living has a high-end and high-level feel for independence with the wraparound care services. So their loved one would be able to move into the assisted living side of our community, so they would still be able to live together within our community, because it is under one roof, so they'd still be able to be together, and they would be able to visit each other at any time.
That's great.
That's a great question.
Thank you for asking that.
Oh, no problem. I have some friends who, some older neighbors in my community who just gone through this, and that was one of the things they were looking for, was a way to stay together. So
that is
I know that's important to some families,
especially if they've been together 60 years of marriage.
So, and is there a phone number of people? I know you're not opening till November, but I'm sure people are. You're signing them up now.
Absolutely, we are accepting reservations, and Diane will be happy to give you that number again.
Yes, that's 877-2596.
All right, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Can I make a comment? Just one of the things you mentioned about the memory care. When I had this was years ago, one of the gentlemen who ended up, his wife was younger, in her late 60s, and he really couldn't take care of her at home anymore. And when he moved her into the community, I remember so well, his comment to me was, Donna, moving her to the community gives me time to love her. Just like you said, and that is really from the caregiver's mouth, and it makes such a tremendous difference. So, we appreciate that specialty in memory care, because it is a different world. And having your staff trained is a big thing.
And it's interesting, out of 4 of us, we've all had someone in our lives that we have known that has dementia or Alzheimer's, and we've seen the struggles.
It's nice for you to make that comment. I had one of my experiences in a community one time is that I got my wife back. because they get that relief of not having to. You can't see the forest for the trees when you're providing care for your loved one all the time because you're exhausted.
Yeah.
And you get to enjoy them on a different level when you don't have to have that anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And gets the quality time left. In the time that they have left, it's quality time.
Yes.
So that's very important.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies, very much for coming on and talking about this very important subject. Hopefully in June we can all kind of keep it in our heads and think about these 10 signs and go to your website.
Yes.
And I really appreciate all three of you coming on today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right. And we'll be right back after these messages.